Good evening, everyone. I warmly welcome you all on behalf of the Arch family. This is Shristi. I'm a student of BD's Fashion Designing course, Foundation Department. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude in getting this opportunity to moderate this session in the Campus to Company series. Today, we are joined by a very special guest, Mr. Harshad Jain. He's a fashion designer and the founder of Paris Kamal, a garment manufacturing firm. He works for several brands like Pantaloons, Lifestyle, Projective, and many more. He is here with us today and as our esteemed alumni for a one-on-one conversation with us. This Campus to Company initiative has started recently and we will be with you every Wednesday and Saturday at 6 pm sharp. I would also like to inform you all that at the end of this session we will be having a Q&A session, so you can drop in your comments or any questions you have or queries and he will help you answer them all. Hello sir, good evening. How are you?
Hey, hi, I'm good. How are you?
So in this session, at first I would like to ask you about your journey as a designer. Would you please tell us?
Yeah, the college was really good. I just joined my college in 2012. As you know, I'm 2012 batch. Then I was like there for 4 years of my bachelor's. It was good. It was very nice. It was the campus was good. Archana ma'am, the faculties, all people was really nice. Inspired a lot to be what I want to do. Learned, uh, succeeded, did a lot of things, masti, mazak, sub, everything. And, so I think that was the reason, with certain things you learn, what a lot of things you learn in the college sessions and all, and then you decide what exactly you want to do. So this is how the college was inspired me to be like, I just thought to be a designer, but not never thought to be a artist, or what exactly an artist is, what is art about, what is fashion about. Because always you've been, join as a student in the college, you think like, okay, you want to be a designer, but why you want to be a designer, you don't know. As a, as a being a designer. So yeah, that was the thing. And then it was lovely. It was a great journey in the college. I personally really loved it. Uh, that's what I want to say about my college journey. And yeah, and I know you, as you know, I think you've given me a nice, my brief introduction to the live session about what I do, and so I don't think so I need to repeat it again, that what I do and what all I am like into. Yeah.
Okay,
And I
sir.
think every day inspires me. Every day inspires me. I think a lot. I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to do this. So I try to experiment a lot of things. Like, I just go and think like, okay, there's an opportunity. I try to grab it. So, so I think every day is a interesting and inspiration for me to be the best, the best, the best, the best, the best, the best. So let's see.
Okay,
It's a
sir.
never-ended game. It's a never-ended game, like kind of a thing. Yeah.
Okay, sir. So I would like to ask you, as a designer, what keeps you going every day? What inspires you, or is there anything specifically that you do that keeps you motivated?
I guess it's I just I think the most motivating thing which makes me like alive in a designing field, or to be a designer, or to be a manufacturer, or to be a brand, whatever you called it. It is like I love when someone you know wears my clothes, whoever, like for example, like if I'm just walking to a mall or a street and I just saw a woman who's wearing my design or my clothes, or whatever, and I don't know her, she don't know me, but I know my product she's wearing, and she's feeling confident, she's feeling happy about it. She's like, means, you can see a person's, because it's true that your clothes tells your mood. It's this is what about it, it's your clothes tells your mood, that what kind of a mood you are. You, if you are very happy, you'll wear a lot of colors. You want to go on a date, you'll wear different colors. You want to go on, like meetings, you have a different attire. So this is how your face, your body structure, your clothes tells everything. So when you see that, and you see like, oh wow, there's a person who's so happy, is loving my attire and everything. That's makes me more, like, wow, I'm doing something. I am doing something for the society, maybe. Like, I don't know, is it like giving an impact to the society or not? But that's given me a kick to be a designer. Like, every day needs to make a lot of things. so that if I make a lot of things, a lot of people will gonna be, consuming my products, and that's makes me inspired every day, like, okay, fine, I need to do something at least in the end of a day, and then need to carry forward, and at the end, when you ship your products to the brands or your own things, and you see a one who's wearing, and you don't see, sometimes there was some situation where I was walking in there, I've seen five people in the same place wearing different clothes. I've seen five designs of me in some same place in a day, and it was wow, like, oh wow, like, like एक ही जगह पे, and that too not in Jaipur, like I don't serve to Jaipur, I serve to pan India. So I was
Yes.
in Mumbai, and I was just, there for some coffee, and I see like people, like five different people of different colors, creed, maybe I don't know what. So they were wearing my clothes, and I'm like, wow, first, second, third, fourth, the best day of my life.
Okay, sir.
So I want to have that 5 to 8, 10, 15, 20, 50 people wearing my clothes in the same day, and I watch them. So yeah,
Okay, sir. Definitely,
that's
that's really good.
my everyday inspirations is like.
Okay, sir. So I'm in foundation right now. Can you tell me how this foundation here helps us proving our way in design, like what we want to be as a designer? How does foundation help us?
Okay, so I guess, foundation is the base. Like you make house, your foundation should be strong. So that's a foundation of a designing also. So it's need to be very strong. So need to have a focus, need to open your eyes, your designing skills, your own soul, and you need to find that where you get a happy, you maybe you can be good in the pattern making, or you can be good in sketching, but you can't be perfect in everything. You have to learn everything. I'm not saying that you need to focus only on one thing and just, okay, done, I'm a designer now. No, it doesn't work like that. You, for a designer, you need to know everything from, like, from a raw to a finished product, like the journey of a garment, I call it. So you need to learn a lot of things, but for one thing, it's gonna be like, you're gonna love the best, and that your inner soul will tell you when you'll be doing in the foundation. So for that, I would love to say, just open your eyes, open your ears, open your sense. Maybe just talk to a good mentor every time, with, try to understand कि कहाँ, कुछ जब आप you'll be in the foundation, तो कुछ ऐसी चीजें होगी जो आपको बहुत ज्यादा अट्रैक्ट करेगी. So the thing which attracts you and make you happy, that's your forte. So like when I was in the foundation, I am not good with the sketching. I am very bad with the sketching. I do the rough doodles. I'm not a fresh sketcher that you'll say me and I'll make a fresh sketch. I don't even know how to design a dress also nicely. Not a good pattern maker, but I just love to have, the good thing about me is, like, uh, sourcing. My sourcing is really strong. I love to have the sourcing. The sourcing is basically, you understand sourcing?
Not exactly, sir.
Okay, so the sourcing is basically when you want to make, when you go for a production of a particular thing, when you go for something, like for example, what I'm wearing a shirt. So the shirts have a lot of elements. It will have a fusioning. It will have a fabric. It will have a buttons. It will have, like, a right color of a thread, a label. So that comes in the sourcing. So that attracts me a more, like, like, but when you source your product, you meet a lot of people. You make your own library out of it. That this person makes cotton, this person makes silk, this person make this. So, collect a lot of, like, you make a lot of dictionary, like, I think like a biodata kind of a thing. You make a lot of things.
Okay.
So that's makes me inspired, because meeting a lot of people, again, knowing their kind of a things, what they are doing, and learning for myself things, and also that's make me more thinking. I think that's my place where I can jump up, and I have choose that. uh one of a strong key of me. That's why I'm been working for very big brands, like the unicorn brands of India, like you talk about Reliance, Shoppers Stop, Pantaloons. Been working for them. So this is the part of a sourcing, how you source them. So
Okay, sir.
when I was in the college, so अब कॉलेज में कैसे पता लगा कि सोर्स करना है. तो जब कॉलेज में आप होते हो, जब आप फाउंडेशन में आप होते हो, तो you get lot of activities from your teachers or your professors. They give you, like, you have to do. When I was in foundation, so you get a lot of uh, workshops, or you, like, a lot of things from your professors while doing the
Yes, sir.
classes, and so they give you something, and then for that you have to research. So research, then you research, then you source, that आपको आपने जो research किया अब उसको ढूंढना है market में जाके, कहाँ क्या होने वाला है, कहाँ किस दुनिया में क्या क्या हो रहा है. So that's kind of a sourcing. So that was when I was in college, I was used to love that because उसमें traveling होता है. I love traveling. So this is how I connected my sourcing and traveling together. So that I made that my strong thing, and this is how I'm working nice in this particular segment. Baki, yeah, that's the way I can say. Like foundation is something where you just open your eyes, and when you get happy. So it's not important कि तुम designing में तो सिर्फ designing ही तुम्हें focus करेगी. हो सकता है कुछ और भी external things. It maybe you can be a while doing designing, maybe you love how being clothes are arranged. That's called visual merchandising. So for that, you don't
Oh,
you like some people do visual merchandising separately. So then once you know that, oh, I think I don't love making clothes, but I love I love arranging clothes better. I can so that's play a very important sector in the brand sections. Visual merchandiser के बिना कुछ नहीं है. कपड़े बना लूंगे, बेचना तो पड़ेगा स्टोर पे ना, और बेचने के लिए एक विजुअल
yes, sir.
मर्चेंडाइज चाहिए, तो वो एक अलग से एक प्रोफेशन है वेयर यू कैन जस्ट choose in the foundation that no, I think I have choose the designing, but that's not giving me that connection with that, but visual merchandising is cool for me. So you can just shift your career to a visual merchandising, and then you can rock. So that for that's what I'm saying. The initial 1 year of your foundation or the 6 months, whatever, I don't know what period's going on, but yeah, that's a very crucial time for you people to select what exactly, and that will like no one will teach you. None of a teacher, no of a director, no of a mentor. You can just get a guide, and
Yes,
but
sir.
you have to choose by yourself. You have to choose by yourself. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
So I would also like to ask, as most of us will be curious, is there any specific reason you chose women's wear like ethnic, casual, and western?
Like, can you please repeat me that question? I'm sorry.
Yes, sir. So is there any specific reason you went into women's wear in ethnic or casual, as you have mentioned?
Yeah, like it's not specific like any reason, but yeah, women's will have money. And I'm
Okay.
very pretty greedy about money, to be very frank.
Okay.
It's just like, yeah, like women's wear have a lot of money, it's an endless, like in a menswear, there is a scope. I'm not saying every field have a scope. Like now it's sustainability have a scope, kids wear, women's wear, sports wear, casual wear, everything have that. But I choose women's wear basically like, means yeah, for sure, means like I always have that as I told you, like I feel good when someone wear my garments, and you know how women's wear a garments, how women style themselves and a men style themselves. There's a difference. There's a huge
Yes,
difference
sir.
in dressing their clothes in a same version. अगर एक लड़के को एक शर्ट दे दी जाए, लड़की बहुत डिफरेंट तरीके से पहनेगी, पर एक लड़का बहुत डिफरेंट तरीके से पहनेगा. So I think that's maybe the reason that I've been more uh, happy that मेरी डिजाइनिंग किसी ने किसी पर्टिकुलर जो मैं सोच रहा हूँ उसी तरीके से पहनी है. You getting me? Guys will take my shirt and maybe they'll just tie on their waist as a style, or maybe they'll just wear on their own t-shirt. But that doesn't want I want them to wear like that. But a woman maybe will wear in a different way. जो मैं सोचूं भी नहीं उससे भी differently drape कर सकती, so I can get a lot more of ideas also. So that maybe a one point of a reason for that, but more of a reason is definitely it's a huge market. It's a big market. Yeah. Where's the market? I go that side. I'm here to make money.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So, how was your life here in Arch College, and how did it help you develop as a person or a designer? Anything?
I think my communication skills. I will say I'm not sure मेरी designing skills कितनी अच्छी हुई है क्या हुई है, वो with times you learn, you go, you explore your world, you go in this industry, you go out of the college, then you exactly your career starts. The college, it's just a college. It's just they'll teach you what design is, how design's been made, और एक सुंदर प्रोडक्ट कैसे बनता है, बस उतना बताएंगे. That's it. It won't.
Yes.
That's a college. That's they're just gonna tell you the path. For last goal, it's you only. So when you go out of the market, when you go out of your college, then you'll see a lot of opportunities, and then you'll feel like that. So in a way of designing, it's 20% you will learn, but 80% for me personally, I believe it's all about your personality, your development, your inner development towards looking the world. Like your communication skills, your way of talking, your etiquettes, uh, your skills. They actually they actually just what do you call that exactly, the word I am not getting that. वो आपको तराशते हैं बस. Then you
Uh,
only have to figure it out that what kind of a diamond you are. So they're just gonna give you the basic path. They're gonna give you the roadmap, but for that you have to follow it up. And for that, to walk that roadmap, they'll teach you. Now, how you want to walk, that's your call. So I personally believe I'm not that open-minded guy that time. I was like when I was just school se pass out the, was a chill guy, came out, not that focused towards it. Like, designing karni thi, was like fine. I was choose a career like long back when I was in 10th, and I choose like I want to be a designer because I was little good with little of sketches and थोड़ा बहुत ऐसे फैंसी भी लगता था डिजाइनिंग की. डिजाइनिंग करना यार फैंसी है, इट्स गुड, इट्स इट्स अ it will gonna suits my hairs also, like maybe to my
yes.
my my personality and also घुस गए वैसे. But फिर then I loved it, then I decided like designing is perfect for me. मैं डिजाइनर ही बनूंगा, ये पक्का है. अब उसके बाद और भी बहुत सारी चीजें थी, नहीं आता था इतना, बात करना नहीं आता था, इतनी अच्छी इंग्लिश नहीं होती थी इतना. आई वाज नॉट दैट गुड विद दैट इंग्लिश, एंड नॉट गुड like enough confident to talk to a woman. Or I was into basketball when I was in college, so it was all gang. So not talking to women because like, oh, we are the basketball people, like basketball players in the school. So हम तो players हैं, हम अपना खेलते थे, स्कूल में पढ़ते थे with attitude. फिर जब बाहर आए तो
Okay.
हाँ, अब तो बस, अब तो बाहर जाना है तो अब तो लोगों से बात करनी पड़ेगी. तो फिर वहां जब गया, so I learned a lot, like how to talk to people, uh, how you actually need to initiate. That's gonna, so being like, I'll tell you one thing. For being a designer, or to be a designer, you need to be very open to the society. You have to accept everything, the rejections, the failures, the success, in all the things. You'll get the bad clients also, and you'll get the good clients also. You'll get the bad people also, the good people also. There will be people who will cheat you also. There will be people who will make you, there'll be a mentor who will make you success also. So आपको उन सब लोगों को एक्सेप्ट करने के लिए पहले खुद को एक्सेप्ट करना बहुत जरूरी है. तो वो आपको कॉलेज वाले सिखाएंगे कि
Okay.
this is a this is a very, a very important thing, that when you uh doing your 4 years, you're for 4 years, right?
Yes, sir.
So that you have a best time. So just open up and try to make as many friends as you can. And this year's like, make as many people, right people, not the bad people.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Yeah, like the right people. Uh, make as many friends as you can, and then like you'll feel that you have the confident level. Because डिजाइनर बनने के लिए कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल बहुत जरूरी है. अच्छा डिजाइनर भी बन जाओगे ना, और बेचना नहीं आता है ना, तो कुछ नहीं है. डिजाइनर बन के बेचना भी है, घर पे तो रखना नहीं है, बेचना तो है ही. तो बेचने के
Yes,
लिए
sir.
स्किल चाहिए, वो कॉलेज में सिखाएंगे. बेचना नहीं सिखाएंगे, पर बेचना सिखाएंगे. जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड दैट
Okay,
टू
sir.
फेस. या.
Okay, sir. So, as you mentioned, you are in the world of design, and it includes connecting and talking and communication to with a lot of people. So, how would you say, how do you make connects in your day-to-day life?
I'm sorry, can you, I haven't understood your question, sorry.
Sir, how do you think, can you give us advice on how you connect with people, how you communicate with people? Like, of course, as you said, there will be many different kinds of people. Some you might like, some you might not like. What advice do
Be
you have
real
in
यार.
that sector?
be real. Be real whatever you are. इंग्लिश आती है तो इंग्लिश में बात करो, हिंदी आती है तो हिंदी में बात करो. बस कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल रखो. When you have the confidence level, any of a person in this world will love to welcome you. But when you'll go and you'll like, la, 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 whatever you're gonna talk like that, no people gonna love you. People will, सामने वाले इंसान को पता था कि कौन फेक और कौन नहीं है. So just be real, then just be real. Go and have that thing. Just go. No, every people, in this, like, especially in this 2 3 months or 2 4 like 6 7 months, I traveled a lot here, there, where I made a lot of friends, and I feel like jitna mujhe, I'm like more, like very happy to meet new peoples and all. Other peoples are the same. They also want new people in their life. They also want some new masala, whatever you call it, new gossips or new learnings or new people, good kind of a thing. So when I just introduce myself as a designer, they're like, oh wow, you're a designer. Oh great, you look like a designer also. And and they are, they're key to know my journey as me, what I am doing, what kind of things I work. So it won't be a big task, but it just you need to have, you can't be like that I'll be standing in a corner and people will come and talk to me. No, I don't think so. That's really work, because this doesn't work. It's both the ways up. If you will just take a first charge, how does it even, just take a first charge, go talk to that person. If that person, if is not interested, then just it's okay. But I think you'll approach 100 people, out of 99% people will come and talk to you for sure. That's what, so I think there's no formula for that. There's no formula for that. It's just you. It is just how you are. So what is, like, if you are an introvert, be extrovert, and if you're extrovert, then it's good. Maybe.
Okay,
Matlab,
sir.
I'm no, because I don't know. I have never been in a situation जहाँ पे, for me, talking to any person is very easy. And it doesn't even matter like what sex he is, what age he is, what gender. It doesn't matter. Like, it's all which caste. I just go randomly talk wherever I go. I find people, they are interesting, or I feel that yeah, he or she is a perfect person. I go, just enter, घुस जाओ बेशर्मों की
Okay.
तरह. हाँ, बेशरम होना भी जरूरी है, बहुत जरूरी है ये भी. You just know that you need to be like crazy freak person.
Okay, sir. So, I also have another question. How would you, as a designer, how would you describe your personal style? Like, is there any specific style you are more inclined towards while making your clothes or while styling someone?
No, that's I don't believe in that. I personally don't believe in that. There are a lot of people who have that forte kind of a thing कि हम, they have this thing and USP, which you call basically like, USP of a product. I don't go for this thing. I am open to everything. I don't much with the menswear, but I do sometimes the menswear if I get like a orders which makes me, I told you I'm a greedy for the money. So if I get that thing, then I take it. Otherwise, menswear मुझे इतना नहीं पता. But if I talk about the women's wear, I'm open with everything. कुछ भी. If orders comes, I take it. I if I want to design, I'm just like looking at look what kind of a. So how I do designing, my way of designing is very different. I don't. I follow, the process of designing. Like, I'm like what I just want to say that how I work. I just tell you how I work. I follow the designing process, like making a mood board or the color board and the silhouette board, and then you go to the, like trim board, and then you finally take inspirations and you process. I follow that, but at the end product when I go, I follow that, and I after doing all these things, I walk like around the street, in the malls, around randomly, सोच के नहीं, बस चले गए, घूम लिए, and I observe people. Like, I know like this time of a process I am on a, मैं समझ लो कुछ western wears design कर रहा हूँ. Maybe it can be a evening gown, or maybe it's like a shirt. Maybe I'll tell you about a shirt, like a top or a shirt, and I know like ये मेरे final products है. So when after doing the inspirations, my color boards and all the process and all, I go randomly and I check out people एकदम without, मतलब उनको नहीं पता चले एकदम ऐसे नहीं, मतलब but I observe them. Yeah, like okay, and whatever I feel good, maybe I can't click a picture because that's going to be wrong. So what I do, I just sit there. Maybe I'll just take that thing, वो जो मुझे अच्छा लगा उसको memorize किया, और उसको फटाफट या तो पेपर पे लिख लिया अपने तरीके से कि this color, this kind of a silhouette, there's maybe a sim trim accessories added in that product and all. उसको रख लिया ऐसे ऐसे करके. I just do a 2-3 days process in my journey, that ऐसा ऐसा करके, and then I collect that thing. And when I collect that, I write down on a paper, or I sketch them in a way, or I take that as an inspiration for the Silvet board. I go to like a lot of sites or things, and I brainstorm a lot, and then I do it. And then this is how my final product comes out, like having the idea. So I just think I have one thing, that women basically are very choosy to choose the product. While if it's a 100 रुपए का top, or चाहे it's a 5,000 का top, you agreed with that? So
Yes, sir.
अगर उसने 100 रुपए का भी टॉप खरीदे ना, तो उसने ना 20-25 प्रोडक्ट्स होंगे उसके पास, उसमें से उसने आधा घंटा अपना टाइम निकाल के फिर उसको चूज किया होगा, और उसने अपनी पर्सनालिटी के हिसाब से चूज किया होगा. उसका फेवरेट कलर भी हो सकता था वो, या वो उसका फेवरेट उस पे अच्छा लग रहा होगा, उसकी तरफ हो सकता है, उसको कोई ट्रिम पसंद नहीं, बट वो कुछ उसको पसंद आया ही होगा तभी उसने लिया होगा. अदरवाइज अगर उसको पसंद नहीं आएगा, आफ्टर स्पेंडिंग an hour also she can move up. That's how women shop, like not average, all the women, I guess. So when she have done that, she have choose the best product out of whatever she was looking at. So I think that's the product which is sellable in the market. That's a silhouette which is sellable in the market. And fine, just take inspiration from them. Don't copy that exactly, but the silhouettes are going to be the same. It's just you play with the trims. Silhouettes नहीं change कर सकते, कितना experiment करोगे? There's some, like, what kind of a products I make, I have some decency with this. I can't make a lot of like a part, when you go for a red carpet clothes, or like the that kind of a clothes and all, उसमें बहुत experiments कर सकते हो, because they are value added garments, they have a lot of money occurred in their places, but मैं जिस तरीके के products करता हूँ, I'm more into everyday clothing. I'm more into a retail business, retail designer, you can call me. I'm like a retail designer, not like a designer, but a retail designer. So वहाँ पे मुझे ऐसे products देने जो बिके, I want to sell, and if I have to sell, then I have to understand what kind of a product runs in the market. Not exactly what are the products which are working on the Instagram or in America or in Paris and all. मैं उनके silhouettes यहाँ लेके आऊँगा. I'll make a clothes. People will say, "Oh wow, they have beautiful inspiration, inspired clothes, everything." Fine, but if I'm not selling, वो words से तो बिकेंगे नहीं ना. वो तो पैसों से ही नहीं बिकने वाले हैं. People will give money. I'll give the clothes. For that, it's very important that you need to get that right thing designed in your things. Because अगर आप, हाँ, हो सकता है आपकी सारी डिजाइन सक्सेसफुल ना हो इस तरीके से, बट इफ इट्स ऑन 80% अर्ज ऑल्सो, और 70% के आपने 10 प्रोडक्ट बनाए और 7 बिक गए आपके इन easily, people loved it, commented it, पहनने के बाद फोटो, I think you are on the right path. No problem. If you have a 70%, like people are accepting your design, you 100% कुछ नहीं होता. If someone says that मेरे 100% प्रोडक्ट बनाते हैं, he or she is making you fool. 100% कभी कुछ नहीं होता.
Okay, sir.
It's always 99.99%. 100% होता ही नहीं कुछ. Yeah. So this is what I can just tell you. बाकी enjoy यार. अभी we just focus on the foundation part. Enjoy it, grab it, and धीरे you're gonna love it and learn it. Love it, learn it, love it, learn it. And if you want any help, I'm there. Call me, take my number, or you can ping me whenever you want to. What all
Thank you, sir.
help I can do, I would love to be there for sure, for the art society, because they have given me a lot. So for sure, Arch, I personally love Archana ma'am a lot. I get inspiration from that woman. She's a very, very strong woman, and focused. She's she's a person where she wants to. She was there. She was just growed up, and now she wants to grow on the top. So that makes me really inspired towards her. That yeah, she's just like she wants to like climb the ladders. So I really love her for that thing. So every time available for her, like whenever she calls me, I go. I attend almost all the alumni and all. मतलब कभी कभार नहीं हो पाता तो मैं नहीं आ पाता, because I'm genuinely traveling or I'm busy, then it's a different call. But if I'm free And if I'm just free, just like for this time, I was free. मैं नहीं हो पाता इतना free usually. So I was free, and they called me and like, give me some time. I'll exactly tell you the date. I have no problems in coming on the live. No problem in coming to the college and taking taking the live session in the college, not on the video. So video is something where you can connect it, but when you are on a floor together, one to one, face to face, it makes you more compact and you feel it. So I'm always open. Just call me. I'll come. We'll have some sessions. We'll have some chit chat. We'll have some crazy fun. Not पढ़ाई 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 यार पढ़ाई तो कॉलेज वाले करा
Yes.
ही रहे हैं मैं कोई प्रोफेसर तो हूँ नहीं. I am not a professor and I don't want to teach students also, but I think they are the perfect people to teach you. I'm a person where I can just make you happy and make you motivated. That's it. That's what I can do. So that's why I'm always love to be connected with art. So I'm there for you people, your
Okay,
friends,
so thank
whoever.
you so much.
Just take my personal number. I think they have. I think you also have, so no problem with that. Yeah.
Okay, sir. So, sir, is there any specific routine you follow, or like when you're starting off with your new designs, or do you like go with the flow and just do something that comes up to your mind at that particular moment?
Yeah, it's not with go with the flow kind of a thing कि ऐसे तो नहीं कि कभी भी उठ के कुछ भी सोच लिया ऐसे नहीं होता है. सबका प्रोसेस होता है. सीजन्स होते हैं. समर्स होता है. ऑटम विंटर होता है. फेस्टिव होता है. स्प्रिंग समर होता है. तो सब टारगेटेड होता है. Like for example, now this is I'm working on autumn winter 23. Autumn winter 23. So the product which I'll design right now and I'll manufacture that now. You'll get the store in next Diwali. Like
Okay, sir.
you'll get the store in a store in August.
Okay,
So
sir.
उसका planning हमें अभी करना पड़ता है. We have to do a lot of things. We need to find the perfect fabrics, new fabric, costings, designing. फिर सारे team discussions होता है और उसके बाद हम final करते हैं कि अब क्या बनने वाला है. फिर उसका उनका manufacturing होता है. फिर bulk buy होता है. So it's a process of at least 4 months, 4 to 5 months. So the summer, so now which we have completed, like my factory have done almost all the shipments are being cleared, which is like for the season of autumn winter 23. Oh, sorry, summer 23, summer 23, SS 23. So you'll get all these things on a store on January. So January का माल सारा हमारे यहाँ से dispatch हो चुका है. So you always work for 2-3 months. Shipments जो होती है, जो स्टोर पे आने वाला जो माल होता है, वो 1 महीने पहले हमारे यहाँ से डिस्पैच हो जाता है, so that they can get the enough time to, because we work for the pan India. हम ऐसे नहीं कि एक स्टोर के लिए काम कर रहे हैं. So it's a long process. It's a process. It's like a process which you have to follow every time, and that's a standard process for the entire world who's doing manufacturing for the fashion basically. So एक वो process होता है, वो सब उसी तरीके से follow ही करते हैं. And this is how you work. और ऐसे कुछ स्पेसिफिक रूटीन्स नहीं है. मतलब जो करना है वो तो रोज करना ही है. आई हैव माय वर्क. आई एम इनटू बाइंग एंड डिजाइनिंग. सो मुझे पता है ये करना है, करना है, करना है. एट द एंड आई मेक द रिपोर्ट्स. आई सबमिट टू माई सेल्फ, बिकॉज मे बी आई एम द ओनर ओनली. सो
So before you started before you founded Class Kamu, you must have had many thoughts, like what would happen or what were the difficult situations you faced when you started the company and how you went through all of it. What suggestions or what advice do you have?
see, I guess first of all, I'll give you a suggestions before anything. You start your own brand or a business like me. You want to be like like a garment manufacturer or a designer or a boutique person, anything in life or what इसके बाहर भी. It's very important at first you should learn. College से सीखा जाते ही you can't go. You have money, that's okay. But money doesn't run your business. Money can just make your business. To run the business, you need to have money, but you have to have the exact knowledge also. Otherwise, people will not like they will not allow you to survive in this market. It's a very competitive market. A lot of manufacturers, big manufacturers than me, more experienced manufacturers than me. So first of all, you have to learn every detailing of it, like from 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 designing perspective. You need to understand the accounts. You need to understand the labor management. You need to understand uh, you need to know how to you need to know manage everything, all the aspects of things. the government laws, government taxations, uh, compliances of the factory. You can't enter like this in this. I'm talking about my like industry. I don't know much about other people, other how other people's work, but I just talk about me. So you need to know a lot of things first. So for that, you need to go and learn somewhere as an intern or as you working there. Get experience of 2 3 years nicely. Don't go for the big brands. Don't go for the big export houses. Choose a very small export houses, and so that you can go there and learn the basics. Go for basics, then advance a mid, and then learn advance. When you learn, when you think that yeah, now I am ready to take the risk. So I'll tell you, business is all about risk. It's like
Okay.
a business is all about like a Chinese product. I'll tell you. चल गया तो शाम तक नहीं चला तो वो वाली जो कहानी है ना, I don't know exactly. It's all about that because it's a where you are putting the money on your product. You are putting lot of money has been involved there in this business. You need to have a factory, you need to have a lot of labors, you need to have a lot of things. So you put a lot of money there. So with that money, there's a risk involvement, which is like very dangerous for your brain to understand that ki kya. So for that to low down that risk, you need to learn first. When you learn, so you have that smooth journey. There will be risk for sure. Aisa nahi, business is all about profit and loss. So but you want to have that learning, so you can then you should enter in this you want to be an entrepreneur or you want to be a designer or however. And then I think then you'll find then also a lot of challenges, but I think when you're gonna learn from there, you'll lot of things being solved there. Like बहुत
Okay.
सारी क्वेश्चंस अपने आप वहाँ पे सॉल्व हो जाएंगे। फिर जब आप अपना खुद का करोगे तो जो गलतियां वो कंपनी कर रही थी ना, वो गलतियां आप नहीं करोगे। सो जस्ट लर्न फ्रॉम देयर मिस्टेक्स and go there and just so for example, you working in a company where you've been a designer. So you be a designer there, but don't be just be a designer and work there, but open your eyes and ears and your everything in the complete surrounding. Just try to listen what they are talking, go in accounts, understand the profit and losses of a company. हर कंपनी नहीं अलाउ करेगा, बट यू नीड टू गो सीक्रेटली, जाओ मतलब ब्रेक द रूल्स एंड गो एंड try to know the things which is a very hidden stuff in the factory. Try to understand labors कैसे लड़ाइयाँ कर रही हैं, उनकी problems क्या solve हो रही है, कैसे you need to tackle the labors, you need to understand the government laws, everything, read about it. And then धीरे 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 जब आप पूरे exact perfect हो जाओ कि अब आपको लग रहा है कि हाँ मैंने काफी कुछ सीख लिया, this is a never ending learning, but आगे तो बढ़ना ही पड़ेगा. So when you think yourself when you think that you are confident enough now, now you to start your own work, then go it. So you'll find less challenges there. So मैं ऐसे particularly challenges नहीं बता सकता कि ये challenges ही होते हैं business में. You get for me every day is a challenge. I go, कभी कुछ लेबर नहीं आया है, कभी मास्टर जी नहीं आया है, कभी मास्टर जी का असिस्टेंट नहीं आया है. I was expecting I have to give the my shipment for the for the next a week, or I have 10 days, and I see that there are 2 3 laborers are not there in the factory because उनके साथ कुछ problem हो गई, या they have taken a holiday or whatever, या accounts में कुछ problems आ रही है, या कभी कुछ problems हुई, light चली गई या कुछ ऐसा हो गया. So you have a lot of challenges in every day you'll get the challenges. So for that you need to be prepared also, and you need to know how to solve that. अगर आपको solve करना ही नहीं आएगा तो फिर तो problem सिर्फ accumulate होती जाएगी, and then you'll burst out and it's over. You're gone.
Yes.
Yeah. So first you should I'll suggest everyone, like I have seen a lot of designers from our college also and from other people. They just finish the college because they have a money from their family or their own savings, and then they just start there. And the failure of being in that way is 99%. Like 99% people fail. Just maybe a 1 2% are lucky enough to have that. But if you learn it, then you go it, then I think maybe a 1 2 people will fail, 99% will be a success.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So, how do you think the fashion industry has changed since the past 5 6 years?
It's been crazy. Trust me. Like the number of brands I have seen in India from last 5 to 7 years, It's like crazy. Everywhere there's a brands. You don't have these many brands in Europe and America even. We are more than हम उनसे आगे निकल चुके हैं. In the clothing section, I talk about everything have a brand. You talk about sports, you talk about सस्ते से लेके महंगा तक सब कुछ है हमारे पास. Adidas भी तो हमारे पास HRX भी है. You have Reliance Trends also, then you have, I talk about the Indian brands. Like Adidas is
Yes, sir.
about की brand, but then sports brand में भी like Kappa is from India, but वो थोड़ा expensive है, but HRX is सस्ता. Then there's a yoga करके भी एक brand है, for the sportswear, women's wear में like इतने brands है, you can't even remember the name. So this is the revolution in the industry. Now people are now a lot of traveling towards sustainability. People are talking about sustainability. There are brands which is coming on the sustainability only. So you have expensive brands, your super expensive brands. I have seen a brand who is like for example Nicobar. You have heard about Nicobar? Nicobar.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, Nicobar. Good Earth. Have you heard about Good Earth? Good Earth.
Yes, sir. I've heard about it.
Yeah, a very expensive brand. Very Ritu Kumar, like Ritu Kumar
Yes, sir.
have that retail outlet. Like वो designer वाला तो करती है, but like Global Desi, Anita Dongre, designers been into retails. Lot of like, I think now I've heard that even Manish Malhotra is coming in the retail. I think he have came. I don't remember the name. Alia Bhatt is there in the retail called uh, Amma Mama करके उनका एक brand है. I'm soon gonna be working with that. I don't remember the brand. It's called uh, Ima Mama करके. It's like a more of a kids and a maternity wear. So I'm gonna soon working with them. Like we just having a word for them with that brand. So every celebrity, even the celebrities, like you talk about HRX, you talk about the Virat Kohli brand wrong. So Sachin Tendulkar, but every celebrities are also there in the retail. A lot of big designers are into retails. A lot of uh, like Pantaloons by Aditya Birla. So सारे बड़े businessmen भी retails में घुस गए. So this is the revolution I have seen. People like really love to be in this industry. They want to be there in a market. So it's like it's gonna be like shh. And in coming 10 years, I'll talk about it. I think it will be like huge, huge. Like Indian market is huge for the clothing. Because every people are like keen into brands for their quality,
Yes.
whatever their own satisfaction. It's a personal choice. It's all personal choice. So fashion बहुत crazily crowd up हो रहा है, and people are loving and adapting themselves in changing. Like लड़के भी pink पहनने लग गए यार. That's called the change in the thoughts of a people. Like color कोई gender bound नहीं करता, but होता था ना, लड़के नहीं पहनते थे pink, but अब पहनते
Yes,
हैं.
sir.
They wear the guys, they never used to wear saris, but they wear saris now. Like there are a lot of fashion shows where you see people wearing saris for their own outfit. If they are a sari designers, people are, there's now the clothes doesn't have the boundaries. They've been opted by both the male and the female, and they just try to experiment a lot of things. So this is what fashion has been changed, especially in India, a lot, and we are very strong, and we are very happy that we're in India right now for related to designing, because like I have a couple of friends who lives in Europe, like I have a friend who lives in London. I have friends, and they're like, yeah, we have brands, but we don't have that kind of exposure with the brand. Hey, but बहुत expensive brands भी है, बहुत mid-level brands भी है. But what you have in India, you go to Myntra, search Myntra and Ajio. Just go to two website today. Do go to that. You'll see a list of brands which you can't even read. When you'll start reading, you'll take at least 10 minutes to read those brands. So just imagine
Yes.
how big it is, and that's a good for opportunities for the designers who wants to work, even who want to work as a job, or they want to work under, you don't want to be a businessman, but they want to work as a designer always. That's a good opportunity for that. Or who want to work as a businessman, that's a good opportunity for them. Or they can start their brand. So just read some blueprints of all these big brands, how they've been succeeded, and start your brand. But then again, for starting anything, you need to have a knowledge. That's very important.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in these years that you have worked as a designer, is there any very meaningful or important project that has helped you develop as a designer or as a person? Sorry.
I think if I talk about like being more confident about my designing and being more confident being as a successful businessman and kind of a thing or a successful manufacturer, I think Projective really helped me. Projective is the brand of Isha Ambani, and that's a part of a Reliance Group, and उसका एक अलग segment है called Projective, वो ईशा अंबानी का अंडर आता है, and I'm been like a monopolist designer for them and a monopolist like manufacturer for them. Like around 60 to 65% of their entire India production has been done by me. So that was the thing where they have trusted me with the designing part, with the manufacturing part, and this is how I have learned from them a lot, and a good way of yeah, and made a lot of money out of that. So yeah, again, so I think yeah, that's the brand where I'm being मैं उसमें बहुत पर्सनली इन्वॉल्व होता हूँ. आई वर्क फॉर लॉट ऑफ ब्रांड, सब मेरे लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है, ऐसा नहीं है कि एक पर्टिकुलरली एक ब्रांड के से ही है. आई एम हैप्पी टू वर्क फॉर ऑल द ब्रांड्स एंड फॉर मी लाइक lifestyle is also important for me. My all the other brands that I'm working on all, but yeah, one of my favorite can be like a project team, just a favorite, like favorite in the sense they're designing segments, the way they work, the way their designers are, my connections with their designers are like pretty crazy and all. सो बाकी भी है सब, सारे ब्रांड्स इंस्पायर्ड करते हैं, सबकी अपनी अपनी आइडियोलॉजी है, सबकी अपनी अपनी डिजाइनिंग सेगमेंट है, सबके अपने अपने मार्केट है. प्रोजेक्टिव सर्व फॉर द रिच पीपल, like high class people. I work for a brand, मैंने वी-मार्ट के लिए भी काम किया. वी-मार्ट इज फॉर ट्रू टायर सिटी. इट्स वेरी very cheap products they make, very very सस्ता प्रोडक्ट. मैं उनके लिए भी काम किया. That also I love it. At the end they पैसा
Okay,
money.
sir.
Yeah. सब जो
So,
जो जो जैसे भी पैसा बना वो इंस्पायर करता है मुझे.
okay, sir. So, what is your opinion about sustainable fashion?
You see, sustainable fashion is need to be very important, and it's a very important take and it's been globally been taken as initiated globally. Not in India. India में अभी इतना strong नहीं है, but बाहर बहुत strongly. It's very important because a lot of fabrics are being produced right now by polyester, synthetic fabrics. A lot of fertilizers are being used in the making of cotton. Like a lot of bad chemicals has been used in the cotton, so the production of the cotton is being degraded. In the initial time वो आप ऐसा fertilizers डालते हो कि वो आपको बहुत सारा cotton उगा के देता है, but वो तब तक with 2 3 4 seasons they फिर उसमें कितना fertilizers डाल दो तभी भी नहीं उगता क्योंकि वो जमीन dead हो चुकी होती है. A lot of bad chemicals, bad fertilizers have been used there. So people are not understanding, and I think it's not because of the people, it's about the market. It's India is a huge market. It's a big log. It's like more than $1 billion. But then कितने billion लोग रहते हैं यार? It's a big population city. So हम नहीं sustainable यहाँ भी सोच सकते because यहाँ पे then sustainable cost a lot. It's a very cause sustainable can't be like कि आप 200-500 रुपए में लेके आ सकते हो. It's cost. It gives a cost to production, to a fabric, then it's to a cloth. So that's a costly product. So abhi, yeah, people are involving. There are brands who are working on, like H&M are started. H&M have already started on sustainable products. So they have a lot of products who look similar. Like this, like for example, this shirt and this shirt. This is for 2000 and that shirt will be for 2500. Gonna same, but this is non-sustainable, that's sustainable. So it's your option. So they have given the both kind of things. A lot of experiments they are doing. There are people who are very environment friendly. They go or they have pocket कि ठीक है यार 500 रुपए में देखिए मैं अगर एक शर्ट से थोड़ा सा दुनिया को बचा सकता हूँ तो what's bad. People are going through it, and I think it will take a little more time in India, at least. I don't know what time exactly. I don't know about it, but it will take a little time. And I think yeah, every designer should think about sustainability. It's very important to think because this is the place where we live. This is the environment which we. I personally see my. I personally don't use polyester. मैं इतना कर सकता हूँ. मेरे पास बहुत सारे polyesters के orders आते हैं. बहुत ही एकदम ही अर्जेंट सा हो गया. आई हैवंट मेड अ रूल्स इन माय बिजनेस कि मैं नहीं करूंगा. आई डोंट मेक सच काइंड ऑफ अ promises to myself because maybe if I get something which is related, which can be a successful thing for my business, I am open to that also. But I try my best that I don't take polyesters as in my company. Like most of the time I have rejected till yet. I won't lie to it. मतलब हाँ मैंने if I think I always say a no 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 no. So I think I can do that. I have done that, and I don't take if a buyers give me that you need to use polyester. I like no. I'll give you a better option. If it doesn't fit in their costing, then I say like I think you should go for another vendor. They'll help you out with the polyesters. I don't have that source and all kind of thing. So polyesters, because I can do that. So I do that to be myself in that sustainability world. बाकी अभी आने वाले टाइम पे देखते हैं कितना किस तरीके से होता है किस तरीके से वर्कआउट करता है सस्टेनेबिलिटी एंड लेट्स सी हाउ आई कैन गिव माय इनपुट्स इन दैट so till yet I am just doing that only other than that I'm not much aware about that what exactly going in the market हाँ but कर रहे हैं लोग बहुत सारे डिजाइनर्स कर रहे हैं और बड़ी सिटीज में मेट्रो सिटीज में चालू हो गया है और फॉरेन्स में काफी इसको इम्प्लीमेंट करना चालू हो गया टू द सस्टेनेबल बिग ब्रांड्स लाइक Zara H&M Mark and Spencer, they're already working on sustainable, and they have worked, and they have the collections. You go to H&M, you'll see the sustainability. You'll have that tag of sustainability. Organic
Okay.
कॉटन आ चुके हैं इंडिया में बहुत सारे डिजाइनर्स हैं ऑर्गेनिक कॉटन से काम कर रहे हैं ऑर्गेनिक कॉटन इज बेसिकली द कॉटन विच इज नॉट बीन यूज्ड बाय फर्टिलाइजर्स दे आर नॉट बीन ग्रोन अप बाय फर्टिलाइजर्स naturally like from the fertilizers which are chemical free they've been grown from them and then uh, so I think कॉटन से चालू हो चुका है इंडिया में पर बाहर बहुत सारी चीजों को दे हैव अ सस्टेनेबल पॉलिस्टर आल्सो so sustainable polyester is like you buy a bottle you give to they are like what do you call that there are a lot of people who collect the bottles and they convert them into a yarn and yarn being processed a lot and they try to make a yarn which is eco-friendly and then they make a fabric out of it and then they so that's also a polyester but that's again a reverse recycled polyester so recycle also comes in a little of sustainability and then they try to filter it more so that वो eco-friendly भी बन जाए so वैसे भी फैब्रिक्स आने लग गए हैं बहुत सारे अलग अलग फैब्रिक्स आने लग गए हैं जो इसकी तरफ बढ़ रहे हैं yeah that's what I can that's my opinion on the sustainability I don't know much about it I'm perfect like I have मुझे exactly इतना idea नहीं है इसके बारे में
Okay, so thank you so much for your opinions on this.
yeah.
So, anyone, if you have any questions for Sir over here, you can drop them in the comment section right now. And sir, I would like to ask you, what advice would you give to the future designers?
Like I don't think so. I'm no one to give advice to a designer. I think everyone have their own opinion of working. So I don't think so. Okay, I should give some. I can just say be open to the market, be open to yourself. I think being more than a be a designer, be a creator and try to solve problems of people. मतलब, I think that's more than enough. मतलब, you need to leave your designing ego in somewhere and you need to you should be open to the market कुछ भी anything is good मतलब मतलब सब कुछ accept करना आना चाहिए I think that's what I can say so there's
Okay.
like I can't specially comment on anyone's like कि ऐसा करना चाहिए ऐसा करना चाहिए ऐसा करना सबका individual thoughts है maybe your way of working is different my way of working is different maybe a very successful designer is also having a different opinions and all so maybe no personal comments on that
Okay.
yeah
So thank you so much for your time today for coming live with us.
my pleasure it's lovely talking to you and all the best for the future and whenever you need any help let me know and I think then whatever questions you have a lot of things we can't cover I can't talk very lively on live a lot of things are there जो मैं नहीं बोल सकता related to brands to the structure of education to the structure of things so I think I think just be more what do you call that थोड़ा स्टडी करो खुद पे अपने आप पे या अपने अपने करियर को लेके या just imagine that now you are at the first year at the second year तुम्हें क्या करना है third year क्या करना है fourth year क्या करना है fifth year क्या करना है when you pass out of the college what you want to be what exactly you want so start doing that so once you'll do that I have done like that so I'll just tell you my story so when you'll do that so you'll try to achieve that goal so once you reach that goal and you feel it कि like I have done, so you'll feel more happy. Then you'll reach another step, you'll reach another step. And maybe you don't reach to that place, but you'll reach near to that. So, then reaching to that place, it's not important that आप 100% वहाँ पहुंच जाओ, but अगर उसके आसपास भी आप पहुंच गए ना, so you'll have that confidence in your things, and then you'll feel that you're in the right direction. So make your direction, make your own direction. I think um, that can be really helpful for you, like to be a successful entrepreneur or a human or a designer or as a person or as a whatever you want to call yourself. So I think don't be a like my personal opinion. I feel I don't want to be like like the designer fields and all. Like don't want to be like a celebrity designer. कि मैं front cover पे आ रहा हूँ या वैसे आ रहा हूँ या वैसे आ रहा हूँ. I just want to satisfy me with my work. If I am happy with my work, I am more than enough. And if whatever I'm making my work, and when people are wearing that and people are consuming that and they are happy, I feel happy. So that's what my goal is. My goal was like that when I was in college. I told you that was inspiration for me. So my inspiration was make people happy while wearing my clothes, and I'm doing that, and I have done that. So I'm near there, so I'm happy. तो सबके अपने अपने गोल्स होते हैं, तो स्टार्ट मेकिंग अ स्मॉल स्मॉल गोल, छोटे छोटे छोटे, फिर थोड़ा बड़ा, छोटा छोटा, बड़ा बड़ा, बहुत बड़ा बनाओ. Make a dream that you want to be the top richest people of the world. Make it that small. बड़ा भी बनाओ, छोटे भी बनाओ. सिर्फ बड़े ही बनाते जाओगे तो नहीं हो पाएगा. पहले छोटे बनाओ, फिर बड़े बनाओ, छोटे बनाओ, बड़े बनाओ, और ट्राई करो. छोटे सक्सेस हो गए, फिर बड़ा बनाओ, फिर बड़े पे जब तुम सक्सेसफुल नहीं होंगे तो फिर उसके उसके ऊपर वर्कआउट करो, तो ताकि ना उसके आसपास घूमते रहोगे तुम. That's the energy of your dreams that will help you. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for your
Yeah.
time today. And thank you for all the
Mm,
advices. I will keep this in mind.
thank you.